There we go. Dork. Here we go. Share. Hi guys. Okay. So I am going to start sharing out to the mini groups that allow for advertisements. I haven't been live as much as I should have been. Please um, be understanding, but at least I'm here now, right? So if you guys would help me share out, that would be amazing. Because I plan to be on as long as I can. So this is Desiree. Hi, Ready, my friend. Hi, honey. Long time no see. I know. I'm telling you, it has been a while. I've been trying to get online more. I really have, but anytime that I do, something comes up dealing with like my personal life, and yeah, it gets crazy. But like I said, at least I'm here. So, for those of you that have never seen me before, please read the description box. That way, it ensures that you get a reading. If not, then I can't exactly promise anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and it requires me actually. How do you work this? Sorry, I'm working on a different laptop. Here we go. Do it again. Do it again. Okay, so Desiree, you're asking for a general reading. What does she need? What does Desiree need? They're saying Oracle card. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull you an Oracle card, honey. And that's basically how tonight's gonna go, guys. Just gonna ask them, hey, what do y'all need? Okay, so Desiree. So this is what you're dealing with. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so hold on. Who's doing this? Who's doing this, boy? All right, honey. I don't know who you're dealing with right here, but they're saying a lot of masculine energy is kind of like deceiving you. And it's kind of like deceiving you to make you feel better about yourself or make you feel better about the situation that is going on. And kind of like half truths kind of thing. No, not half truths. They said white lies. White lies are going to start formulating. And they're saying, hey, yeah, kind of like reel it back in. In other words, don't be like so much in the understanding position, but rather be in the they say take in what you are hearing, but stand back and observe what is being said all around so you know who's full of shit, basically. Because what you're supposed to be doing is hiding your true self for now. And they do say reel it back in because you're not supposed to be giving a lot away. You're not supposed to be telling people that you know what's going on. In other words, it's kind of like playing a game. I don't know. It just feels like you're going to start playing a game. And it's not exact. It's going to be eye-opening. It definitely is. But it's going to be frustrating because you're just like, I can't trust you. Okay, so this is exactly something that is going to either happen or will happen very, very soon. Okay. Next up for grabs. Jen. Jen, you are next, hun. Jen, they are already telling me tarot. I don't know why they're telling me tarot. Let me just see what tarot deck. They said this one's fine. So, and yeah, I think I should have spent more time on like getting these decks out, get them ready, at least shuffled once or twice, but it's all right. I think we can do this, right, guys? So, Jen, what's to be expected? Okay, for you, Jen, they're saying dependency. You're depending on time to kind of like smooth things out for you, kind of like lay the pavement so that what you do going forward is easier. But they're actually saying you're in for like a bumpy ride because your fight isn't over. I don't know what this is. It just feels like a whole bunch of difficulty. It feels like a lot of different obstacles, and it feels like being bounced back and forth. So I don't know whether it has to do with career, but it has a lot to do. I don't know. It feels career though. It feels job. It feels priority. It feels responsibility, and it just feels like you're having like the runaround kind of thing. But in this runaround, you're actually going to get things done. So it's going to be frustrating. So I'm going to just ask them, hey, what do you need to know? You need to know. Basically, that hard work is not going to pay off because it's not supposed to for quite some time. Okay. It's going to be a while. It definitely is. Payment sent as think it is. Did he take himself home? So many unanswered questions. Okay, hon. Let me see what I can do here. Since you sent it through PayPal. Okay. After her, I will. There's a lot of things to your question here. Okay. So, Maddie, don't worry. I will get to you. Hold on. Just let me finish up Jen's here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, honey. You're in, like you said, you're in for like a bumpy road going forward. And it just feels like your energy is just going to be drained. You're going to be, like I said, going everywhere at once. And I know I dropped one more card. I just don't know where it went. Right? I dropped one more card. Cards going rogue. Okay. I don't know. Because they say that there's a sadness coming. I don't know what the sadness is. Because it feels like it's away from the work. Like whatever I'm talking about, this bumpy road, the sadness comes from somewhere else. So it's like an outside source coming in or affecting you. It's going to make you, I don't know, they say sorrow. Say sorrow. But that's all they say. Huh. Okay, hon. So, Jen, that's exactly what you have to look forward to. And Maddie. All right. Maddie. Maddie. I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards for this just to see what is going on. Energy of situation. Makes sense. What was done? Okay. 3 cards. What was done? Nothing to be created. So your question is as follows. Can you please tell me what happened to my cousin who passed away? Was there foul play or did he take himself home? No. I don't. It feels like self, honey. It feels like self. Because like whenever I read into this individual, there was no creation. Whenever you have no creation, it's like saying I have no purpose. And if you have no creation, then you have no road going forward. Because no, hun, if I see self, I keep seeing self, okay, Maddie? Like that's exactly what I keep seeing. I keep seeing self. Like, and I don't see strings. I don't see webbing, which would include foul play. They're not showing me anybody around. No. I just see self. I see alone. I see I am alone. Okay? So hopefully that gives you some closure, Maddie. Next is going to be Priscilla. Priscilla is asking for a general reading. Priscilla, they're also saying oracle card for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull an oracle card. Oh, Fox, Frank, you said miss watching you guys. Yeah, like I actually miss being on here. Like I do. Like definitely for sure. So I just wish I knew how to work this computer, because for some odd reason it's not letting me like go up on the comment section. Well, mainly because I don't know what I'm doing. This is not my computer. Oh, hold on, figured it out. There we go. Yeah, so I have an HP computer which is being used by the boys in the living room, and I'm on a MacBook Pro. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not tech savvy when it comes to Mac or anything. Okay, so Priscilla, they're also, I don't know, why are they saying 3 cards? So is that like no, that's present, past, and future. Okay, that's kind of weird. Instead of saying like past, present, future, they're just like present, past, future. So weird. And it's just like because past is gonna come up and start, I don't know, it's a cycle that you're gonna have to deal with, basically. So I'm gonna actually look at the card here. Okay, so your present says that I am not operating basically in the energy that I need to be, because it's like being alone to deal with yourself, but also being alone in a world that's full of people. Okay? And what you're going to have to understand is that no one is supposed to help you. Like what you're dealing with inside, no one's going to help you with. They can't. I don't know. There's this can't feeling. And whenever I go to the past is like you questioning who you are due to your childhood. Why is there a big question around your childhood? Because did you say it was a situation that chained you down to beliefs that are not supposed to be paved into you? And because of that, what your future is supposed to hold is like newfound glory. And what that means is to celebrate oneself, to embrace. But for some reason they keep saying child and question mark, and I don't know what this is about. They're saying six. Okay, so it means this is a cycle, though. This is definitely a cycle, and this cycle has everything to do with connecting with others, but being unable to connect to others, or being able to attach oneself to others due to past experiences. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. There's a whole storyline right there. Okay, hun? So basically what this is saying is that as long as you are working on trusting others, but mostly trying to trust yourself, then you can go forward with a peace of mind and a peace of heart, because to me, your heart is not at peace yet. It's not at peace, but they keep bringing up child. Why do they keep bringing up male child? I don't know what this is, hon. Like they keep saying child and they keep circling it over and over and over, and they give me the masculine energy, which means like little boy energy. I don't know what this is. Okay, so that is your message for now. Okay, so next reading, next live, go ahead and we'll try to go more in depth with that. Okay. Next is going to be Freddie. Says, can I get a card reading, please? I feel like I've been getting tested lately. Okay. I can deal with that. Which one? I know you said card. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm picking a deck for you. I'm seeing which one matches your energy better. I mean, quite honestly, that is definitely your card. I don't know if you saw it, but it flipped out of my hand because it's definitely your card. All right. Now I'm going to get 2 clarifier cards just because. Holy crap. All right, hon. As far as being tested, this is interesting. I do feel like you are. However, you're going the wrong way about it. Because they're saying that instead of making the decision, instead of going with the flow, and they actually do say go with the flow. Like they're saying be one with water. In other words, dealing with your emotions. Don't be so fixated on action. Instead, navigate through emotions, intuition, gut instinct. And for some odd reason, they have my throat chakra closing up. And it's because you're not supposed to be speaking. You're not supposed to speak things into existence. You're not supposed to be speaking to make things happen. You are merely supposed to observe what you are feeling and gravitate that way. Okay? Because all I keep seeing with you is plan of action. I don't know. I keep thinking. You're not supposed to be thinking. You're supposed to be feeling. And man, I feel very frustrated. I feel defeated. This would be your energy. Okay, so Freddie, you've been feeling very, very defeated lately. You don't know what's going on. But you don't realize is that you're supposed to be, like, you will navigate up. Like, no doubt about it, you are going to navigate up. You're going to get better. You're going to get stronger. And I'm talking about mentally stronger, emotionally stronger, physically stronger. You're about to go through like a whirlwind. Think of like a hurricane. This is your struggle going forward. And as you go forward, don't stop. Do not stop. But this is going to be more on an emotional than it is physical plane. I'm not saying that you're not going to get challenged physically, but you will have to like kind of like put your boots on and drive on kind of thing, okay? Because your road isn't done. Like it's not done. You have, how long is this going to take? They said the next month is supposed to be your easiest, but month 2 and month 3 are going to be your testing grounds. This is where I actually see you walking through the storm. Month 4 is where it's supposed to get better. So I don't know how long you've been going through this, but month 4, that's when like the storm ceases, but it's still foggy. In other words, you're still going to be confused. You're not going to understand what is going on. You're not even going to know what you're doing. You're not going to trust yourself. You're not going to even trust what you're doing because you've been riding the wave so long that it kind of startles you not to struggle. You're going to be like, oh crap, not I'm not fighting right now. Why am I not fighting? Okay. And then you're just like kind of waiting for that left shoe to fall, but it's not going to. It's supposed to get easier. Okay. So Freddie, that is what you have going forward. I am going to check. All right. Caitlin, you will be next. So let me find your name, honey. Caitlin. Where are you? Where are you? I don't see your comment here. Okay. Maybe if I scroll down here. Okay, honey, I see you. I do see you. I see you. However, I do not see your question. Katie, can I get a reading, love? Okay. Are you calling me love? Or are you asking for a love reading? If you're asking for a love reading, you got to tell me your relationship status. Okay? And then we shall begin. So, in the meantime, oh, there is spam. Okay, I got you guys. I see that John was definitely. Okay. So, Katie, I'm going to go ahead and wait for your response. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next individual in line while I do so, which is going to be Alicia Espinoza. I'm feeling tarot with you, hon. I'm feeling definitely tarot. So, they're saying 3 cards too. I don't even know what these mean though. Hold on. They're saying 1. Because like right here, even before like looking at the cards, they keep showing me the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm asking them, hey, what am I supposed to be seeing? What am I supposed to be doing right here? And they keep showing me. I don't know. This is like a little warning though. It feels mild warning. Okay, so what's gonna go for you is that you are going to be in the zone. How do they say placement? You know how like with astrology, you have a placement for love, you have a placement for family, you have a placement for finances, career, your work of passions. And to me, it feels like you are well in your placement to manifest a lot financially. And that's all you have to do is like work, and not even work hard. It just feels like work. And whenever you work, you're just gonna gain. I don't know, it just feels like a lot of gain. I don't say blessings because you have to work for it. Blessings, they come very willingly. But it feels like with this, it's just like you do a little work, boom, bam, you get much comes to you. I don't know. This is where you can move mountains. Like if you have blockages right now, honey, you can just think blockage, move, and you'll actually realize how smooth sailing that blockage moves. Oh man, what you have to be careful of though is overwhelming yourself when it comes to others. I say this because one thing you have to remember is that it will take work. So like whatever you're trying to do, it will take work. There is going to be a time limit on how much you can remove and how much you can gain. And that's why you're in this period of like 3 months. It feels like 3, but they tell me that it's going to be shrink down to 2, which means probably in this last month was your first month of this cycle. And with this cycle, like I said, look, don't waste your time. Take advantage of what you're doing, of what you're trying to implement in your life in whole. And you can actually change a fuckload of things right here, right now. And it's crazy because if you want to change your relationships, boom, bam, they will be changed. If you're trying to get a love interest, boom, bam. If you want your love interest to work with you and start compromising, like send it out and bam, bam, bam. Like you have a lot of power right now. Like I said, you're in the powerhouse. And I bet if you actually do your astrology and your neonatal chart, like you're actually going to see this energy in that placement of power. Yeah, it's divine. It's interesting. It's amazing. Okay, so that being said, let's go back to Katie. Okay, so maybe my comments aren't coming through. Oh, okay, guys, remember, once you start commenting, it does take me a while to see them because I don't know, like Facebook just takes a while. Okay, like trust me, it takes a while, and then eventually it shows up. But it also helps, like if I have to like keep on scrolling like to the bottom, then yeah, I can see more. So Katie, you're saying anything on my spiritual journey or career path. Okay. Okay, spiritual journey, I can tell you a lot about. Career path, I'm going to tell you, okay, you know how they say that you've met a dead end kind of thing? When it comes to career path, that's exactly what it's kind of like. But it's not like a wall. You haven't met a wall. You haven't met a dead end, but instead you're met with a chain link fence. Okay, in other words, there is going to be some blockage. It is going to be a minute until you're going to be able to get through the fence. But to me, it just feels like you got to jump over the fence. It's weird. So trust me, you're only stopped for now. Okay. Eventually, though, and they're showing me within at the end of 30 days. I don't know why they said 30 days instead of just a month. I guess your guides are very much on point when it comes to timelines, but they're saying like at the end of 30 days, then there's going to be a chain link fence door, And it's really as simple as, opening the door. Just make sure you close it right behind you so no one else steals your opportunity, so to speak. But as of right now, career-wise, you're not going to be in movement. You're not going to be able to do anything, particularly not yet. Be patient, okay? I'm telling you right now, you will be in moving. You will. Just like, yeah. Not yet, honey. Not yet. Okay. And I'm trying to give you some good news here, but they keep saying it. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. So I'm going to tell you, not yet. Okay. But whenever you start moving in energy on career, you're going to realize that you're going to fly high. Okay. So in other words, you're going to reach, how do I say this? Let's just say you want this job. It's at the top of a hill. Okay. In other words, you got to go through the processing. Okay. Apply, interview, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And typically you have to walk uphill. A little bit of work here. But they're saying you are going to be given the wings, which means you don't have to fucking walk up that hill. You don't have to go through the obstacles of, boom, finding out the best way to put your footing into like the ground in order to go up. No. Just fly to the damn top, okay? And I say this because it's going to be as easy as that, simple as that. Just use your networking ability, okay? Trust me. You will fly. And I'm pretty sure what they also mean is that by going straight to the top, you're supposed to get, how do they say, get more. To me, it just feels like you're going to get paid more than you're expecting from this job that's coming up. And they say there's 2 job openings. I don't know. They say 2 job openings at the top of the hill. Remember, one, you can actually walk. Like you can actually walk uphill. And the other one you can fly to. I'm asking you to fly. So fucking fly. Okay, girl? If you need some wings, I got some feathers, but you don't need my feathers. You'll have your wings. Okay? Obviously, that is metaphor for something, but you're going to understand. I'm telling you, good news is coming. Good news. All right. So, love and light to you, dear. All right. So, next up for grabs. Priscilla, you also sent something, honey? All right, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and open my. It says, would like to know more about this little boy in the reading you just did for me. I'm very curious. Oh, I mean, I was very curious too. All right. So, Priscilla. How do I do this? They're saying it's weird. They're just saying pull 3 cards, you'll know it. So, Priscilla. See, there's a little boy right there. Ta-da! Little boy. Little boy. Okay. What am I supposed to be seeing? Little boy. We keep seeing plus. Plus. What does that mean? Plus to stop. Stopping you in tracks. Savior. Okay. Who are you? What is this little boy that I keep seeing? What is he? What is he? What is he? What is he? Boom, bam. Okay. So, honey, took me a while because for some odd reason, like tapping into this little boy's energies just ended up hurting my eyes. And I was like, crap, that's not good. But basically, it's like you've been. Okay, I told you before. You going forward is going to be a lot of challenging to you on an emotional field. Okay. So, because it's going to be emotionally draining, emotionally daunting on you. And then you're going to actually realize that in life, you're going to be hitting potholes. So, in other words, mishaps. In other words, dealing with people that's just going to give you some BS. Okay. And what this little boy's going to do is that yes, you are going to be stuck. You're going to be fixated so much that you're going to want to like not have hope in humanity. But what they're going to show you, like overall, sorry, not they, he. Okay, so this little boy, it's like an angel. Okay, like trust me, little boy angel here. And I think that's why he was hurting my eyes so much because I was trying to look into his energy and I see even right now I'm trying to look into his energy and it's not working because it's just like hurting my eyes. Okay. He's gonna help you. He's gonna help you. Because to me, I keep witnessing you suffer. Like I'm trying to like look through his eyes to what he sees, and I keep seeing struggle. I keep seeing struggle. I keep looking for help too, and there's no help to be found. So that's why he is here. He will be sent to you to help. Okay. Oh man. Okay, how long until that happens? 3, 4, 5, no, 4. 4. They say in 4 months from now, because I think you're at the 3.5 mark. In 4 months, you will be given a very, very good blessing. You will be given a blessing, and it is by this little boy, by this angel per se, okay? And you won't know what to do with it at first, which is weird. You don't know what to do about it. You don't even know what to think. It's interesting. Maybe because you don't know what it is. Because I connect to you. And you're just like, I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know what to do with what's right here in front of me. I don't know what to do. And I can't read your thoughts, like what you're actually thinking. And I'm trying to see more. I'm trying to see through his eyes, but he closes my throat chakra, which means you're not going to know what to say either. Oh, honey, you have an interesting couple months coming up. You really do. You very, very much do. So, with that being said, all I want to say is embrace with what's going to happen going forward. It will be in your utmost favor. You have no idea. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be lovely. Even if it doesn't sound like it will be. Okay, dear? So, love and light to you. All right, next in line. Where am I? Okay, so it was Alicia. Maria, I'm good. How are you, hon? Desiree, thank you for sticking up for me, hon. Thank you. I know there's sometimes spammers on here. Please, guys, if you see a spammer, do not message them. They are not reliable, and I can't account for their ability or whether they'll fake it to make it, or how we readers call cold reading. Because there are actually people that will look on your profile and try to look up everything just to give you a reading, and it's fake. Very much is. Okay, so Judy says, can I have a general message? Your general message. Because I want to pull a card for you. I just don't know what deck to pull it from. Okay, that deck. That deck. Hold on. No, don't feel like dice. You're not a dice person. You're not dice. We'll try with crystal ball, okay? So, Judy, you're saying general message. General message. So, general message here. Giving me a lot of 4 energy. 437. 437. All right, for one, you are going to be inspired by the angel 437. What this is going to encapture is that your foundation is going to be severely shaken. Okay. What this means is that an outside individual in the form of female, I believe. Female? Female. Yeah, it feels female. It definitely feels female. Okay. Female is going to come forward. She is going to disrupt your social circle. And it's going to make you want to isolate. It's going to make you feel alone. And what they are wanting you to do is to materialize yourself. What this means is to guard, to arm, in other words, educate yourself, have knowledge of everything that is going on, so that you can disarm this individual and basically hold yourself in your power. I don't know if this is something that has already happened, or this is something that is going to happen, and it feels like very, very soon. Like, if it hasn't happened, it's supposed to happen within like the next 2, maybe 3 weeks. Okay. And they're actually literally saying, hey, take your time. Like, do take that step back so that you can ground yourself, so you can have some clarity and some mindfulness of knowing where you stand, so that you are never taken advantage of or never put in the placement of being questioned by people that should already know who you are as a whole. Okay? So that's exactly what the crystal ball is showing me here. Okay, so love and light to you, Judy. It says, Anissa, can I do the pendulum? If you have a pendulum question, I can do a pendulum for you. I have 2 pendulums that are right above me. So if you have a question, it says Shield Nova. You said, may I please have one? I'm going to go ahead and just say that you want a 1-card pull. In which case, this doesn't feel right. Sorry, I'm getting out another Oracle deck. Because the one that I have been reading from all night just doesn't feel right with your energy. So there we go. Shield Nova. Shield Nova. Shield Nova. Shield Nova. Okay. So I'm just going to show you. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so when connecting to you and this card, they show me that compromise is supposed to be like you're supposed to compromise. You're being stuck. You're being stubborn. You're not compromising whatsoever. You're supposed to be enhancing your circle of individuals that are supposed to be like your friends and family. Okay, or listening. They even say going against authoritarian figures. In other words, those that have, like, of course, more years on you that are trying to advise you, but you're not listening. You're definitely not listening. Because all I keep seeing is that you're running, you will run around in circles. This means that you're going to have a continuous cycle of the exact same situations playing out. In other words, dealing with the exact same people or even type of people. And it's just because of stubbornness, is because you don't know how to get out of this cycle. And instead of being able to build your foundation, it's like you're starting from the top and trying to go down instead of building from like the bottom to go to the top. Because if you're so worried about building a roof over your head, you're going to have nothing to stabilize this roof. And it's just like you're trying to have too much control over your life. And it's not ideal. Like your plan of action. And it's just because it's fear-based, only because you're unable to trust, unable to rely on what I want to say logistics, because I don't see the logistics being played out here. Instead, I keep seeing rash decisions. In other words, coming to decisions very, very quickly. But you don't, how do I say this? It's like having temporary solutions that have no long-term longevity. Okay? So this is going to be where you do need a compromise. You do need to listen. You need to stay still and actually formulate a solid plan. Because I don't see a solid plan. I don't see you planning very strategically. Because like I said, they keep saying you're doing everything in reverse because you think it's going to work that way, and it's not. It's not. Honey, you have to listen. You do have to listen, all right? So until next time, love and light to you, dear. All right, guys. Somebody is asking me for a deck of cards. So give me 2 minutes to find this deck of cards. Okay? And I will be right back with y'all. Okay? Okay. All right. As of right now, perfect. Okay, I'm just reading through the comments real quickly, making sure I didn't miss anything. All right, so now, Henry, you're asking for a general. General is going to be a 3-card pull for you. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, Monique, you said that you donated. So it's going to be Monique and Brittany. Oh, no, Allie is going to be first. Allie. Okay, Myra. I'm actually going to start writing this stuff down, guys, because I don't want to miss what's going on. So it's going to be Myra. And then it says, if we pay, can I ask 2 questions? Allie, that's not exactly how it works. Usually you have priority. You said I made payment. Can I get a general? Yes. Okay. Let me just link. Brittany. Okay, just asking. Okay. Okay. I said I'm just asking. I never paid. No. Okay. So for like, of course, anybody who donates is priority. And after all my priorities, then I do go through the list. You do get your free one, but you go in order. So even if you bought one, I would answer that question immediately, but you would have to wait until your free one until like, you pop up on that list. Okay, so Brittany, Monique. Hold on, guys. I'm just making sure. Okay. I am definitely caught up. So all I'm going to do is check. Brittany, can I get a reading from my loved ones? Okay. So, Brittany, here's the thing. I don't do mediumship readings here online. I mean, if you want a message from spirit, I can give you that. If that's not exactly what you want, I can either refund you or you can ask a different question. Because mediumship takes a whole lot more energy and it takes a whole lot more time. And that's why I don't do them online here. Okay, so I'm going to go in order. It's actually going to be Myra, Alejandra, Monique, and Brittany. So, Myra, I'm going to go ahead and go to your comment. And you just wanted a general, hun. But with your general, for some reason, they're saying 3 cards in an oracle pool. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. And there's probably a really good reason to do this. Okay, so please be patient. That's a lot of. Hold on, what's the 3rd card? Okay, there's your 3rd card. I knew it was gonna fall. That's why I didn't even push my chair back in. I was like, it's gonna fall out. It's definitely gonna fall out. Okay. Hold on. Give me one. Give me one. There we go. Okay. All right, hon. So your general energy is kind of like all of this for some odd reason. Because they're saying general energy here, future / message here. And they're pointing to the oracle cards. Okay, so with your general energy, because they're showing me mental blockage, they're showing me physical blockage, but they're also showing me lack of passions and goals. Which means, and I'm going to just give you prime example. So an example of like lack of passions is going to be like the lack of opportunity. There's going to be passion taken away from you. You're going to be highly disappointed. You're just going to keep meeting crossroads quite a bit in different areas. They're even saying this is even faith bound as well, because it keeps showing me crosses, like the actual like cross. And they're showing me that it's going to be flipped over. In other words, you're going to like not believe it. How do you say this? Like lack of faith? Or migrating faith? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, migrating faith. I don't know what that means. Okay, but we're going to keep going. So with this being said, it does show that there is going to be a dependence on faith that is not going to come through. But it also shows that in order to go forth, you're not going to be able to gain a lot of ground, even through hard work, even through determination. It's just right now, this is, like I said, those crossroads. And it just feels like once you get through one crossroad, you're going to be met immediately with another one. And as you keep going forward, you're just like, I don't get it. Wasn't I just here? Didn't I just deal with this? And this is physical speaking. Okay. This is literally very, very physical. And then this is where you're going to start overthinking. This is where you're going to even lose faith in yourself, huh? I don't know, just saying lose faith in yourself. And as I get to like your overall message, they're asking you, look, to wait. And it's weird. Why do I feel like I'm being judged right now? Is that how you feel, honey? Like people are fixing to judge you upon like your lack of progression, or that the fact that they're seeing what you are undergoing? Because like when connecting to you, I just feel like I am walking and all eyes are on me. I kind of feel like I'm junior high, you know, I'm not saying like you're the loser, but I feel like I'm like the loser kid, the dorky kid that always like trips over my feet. And I don't know, everybody's always watching me to see what I do, to see me trip again. Like everybody's watching me. Why is everybody watching you? Because I really do feel like that's exactly how it's going to be. Everybody's going to watch you to see exactly what you're doing. And they're going to judge you regardless of what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because all I feel is, like I said, I feel vulnerable. But it's only in eyes. Like, I don't know, I see them everywhere. Anyway, what are you supposed to do to get out of this? What are you supposed to do? How does she get out of this? How does she stop the crossroads? How does she stop? How does she stop? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. So for some odd reason, they keep saying dream and dream big. I have no idea why they're bringing this up, because they just said that you lacked passion, that you will lack passion, you will lack opportunity. It's not a matter of, hey, if, or even a little bit of, limited options here. They're saying, no, you will lack the opportunity, you will lack. So I don't understand where this placement of, hey, dream big. Okay. They just started saying steamroller baby, which means when it is time for you to get out of this funk, you will be able to sprint out of it. And it has everything to do with not giving a fuck what everybody else thinks, but also because you are going to be fueled with anger. And I do mean anger. Like, that is going to be your pivot point to changing this all around. Because right now, I just feel a whole lot of submissive energy. It feels like, okay, I'm catering to what is going to happen. I am dwelling under the burdens and everything that I'm just tolerating. But in the future, you're going to have enough. Like, you will have enough, and you're just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to do me. And whenever you start to do you, like I said, you're going to have to use that anger. You're going to have to turn it into fuel. And that is when you're going to be able to move mountains. And then that's when they say, hey, you're going to be like Speedy Gonzalez. Because there's going to be no way, no how, that even if you fall, you're going to be able to get up like really, really quick. And you're going to be able to make decisions very, very quickly, because you're going to know immediately what is going to need to be done. You're going to know immediately how to change things. I don't know. It just feels like a whole new mindset, to where there is not going to be indecisiveness, because you have to, how do you say, think on your feet. And that's exactly what you're going to do. So your future is not broad. It is very, very narrow in the placement of success. Okay? So, love and light to you. Next. Oh, crap. Sorry, my list is on my phone. I thought I wrote it down, but I did not. Alejandra. So, Alejandra, let me go ahead and find your name. Ali, is that you? Right, Ali, you're Alejandra, right? I think you are. At least I hope you are. I mean, it would make sense. Okay, so it's gonna be Ali, Monique, Brittany, and Amanda. Okay, we're good. Okay, just making sure, not wanting to read out of line here. So, Ali, you're next. You did say general. This is interesting. They're showing me a lot of flower energy right now. Why are we seeing flowers? Ooh. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting a whole new deck out, because they said flowers. Flowers. And I guess I only have one deck that has flowers on it. This is the energy you're vibrating at. It's very light, airy. Not earth quality. Definitely not earth. Ali, one question. One quick question. What is your astrology sign? Like, because like whenever I connect to you, I just feel very airy. I also feel very flowery. Have you been doing a lot with flowers? Do you love flowers? Oh, you're a Gemini? What the fuck? What did I say? Oh my God. Honey, I feel you. Okay. I felt you. Okay. And guys, for those of you that do not know, Gemini is air element. Okay. You said, I love flowers. Okay. I'm telling you, I was feeling flowers, honey. And I was feeling airy. And I was like, man, I feel so airy right now. Oh man. Okay. I am vibing with you right now. Okay. I'm very, very much vibing with you. It was interesting because I was like, man, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So message here. They said 3.25. That does not even make sense. There's no such thing as pulling 3 cards in a quarter card. What am I going to do? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Let's see what this means. Let's see, because right now the placement of these cards are not making any sense. So let me just use your air quality to fill in the gaps. So this is present. This is definitely present tense. Present tense. Not able to navigate. Not able to. They're saying third eye. Okay, hon. So what is happening here is that they are asking you to use your third eye. Okay, which means to see, to perceive, to interpret, but also to dream. And okay, see, and this is interesting because whenever I do dream interpretation, guess what I'm using? I'm using that third eye ability. And they're saying that you're supposed to be so objective on what you are looking at, on what you're gravitating onto, that you need to be in your air element, which means air element is also going to be a lot like the sword energy. Sword energy is all about mindfulness. In other words, think. Do not overthink, but it does mean analyze. Like I said, be very objective. Whenever you are able to do this, they're saying that you will mentor others. Whenever you start placing a hand on others, in other words, influencing them, that's where you're going to shine. Okay, so right now is going to be the best time to be the listening ear, but also to be the advisor, to be that mentor for others so that you can change the world. If you do not, then you are going to limit yourself on blessings going forward. And I think that's why they had this half, because it's just like, if you are not touching those other people, if you are not doing exactly what they are asking you right now. So it's kind of interesting. You are going to be sent at least 3 people. Why did they say that again? Okay. For me, I really did want to say like 3.25 people. I don't understand that. Maybe you're going to touch like 3 people and then maybe a teenager. And you're going to put them on the fast track of life, of what they're supposed to be doing as an individual. Whenever that happens, you will immediately be given a blessing. Like, no doubt. And this does not mean, because you're air quality, it doesn't mean, hey, cater to their emotional side. In other words, yeah, be understanding, but also don't be afraid of being very stern, okay? Because air elements, we're very great with tough love, okay? And they're asking you, hey, be tough loving. That's exactly where you need to be, okay? Now, I know this is more of a reading for you to do, but like I said, if you do everything right, you will be given a blessing. And that way the tables turn and you'll see how it's going to come back at you tenfold. In other words, if you do good, guess what? That's a whole bunch of brownie points. Karma, okay? Like karma. And guess what? Karma could be your greatest asset, or, well, karma could be a bitch, you know? And they're asking you right now to be that stepping stone for others. Because if you overthink everything, if you're a little too harsh, if you don't give into exactly giving right now, you're going to lose out. Your people, the universe, does not want you to lose out, okay? They want you to go forward. They want you to collect, because whenever you start collecting, boom, it's blessing, like regular blessings. In other words, like good deeds done to you, but it also looks like in long term, that blessing turns into pentacles. Pentacles, guess what? That's material items. That's money. Okay, think money, think stocks, think bonds, okay? But that's a long-term effect. So I ask you to flourish and give word of advice to others right now, okay? I'm telling you, you're going to be gravitated to these people. You're going to be pulled. Just do it, honey. Just do it. It's kind of like me right now because technically I'm advising you. You know, that's something you got to do. Oh, man. And it's going to flow through you. Like this information is just going to flow. You're going to know what to say. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you're just going to know. It's going to be beautiful. Trust me. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. So love and light to you, dear. I can't wait. Actually, get back with me in like 2 months and you get to tell me in my PMs, Luna, you told me so. Okay. I can't wait to hear it because it's going to make you a better person. It's going to make you like, be like, wow, I feel empowered. Can't wait for you to be in that energy, girl. Cannot. All right. Monique. All right, honey. So it's going to be Monique, Brittany, and Amanda on my list right now as soon as I go forward. Hold on. Monique. Hold on, honey. I'm looking for you. I'm looking. Booyah. Okay. So general reading. Ooh, a lot of oracle energy with you. Oh, that's oracle energy. Oracle. Okay, Monique. Hold on, honey. I'm reading for you right now. Like I'm reading. They're showing me your chakras right now, okay? And for some reason, I'm seeing chakras in the placement that they're not supposed to be in. Like I see your heart chakra in your third eye. Your heart chakra is supposed to go in your heart chakra slot. What that means is that you're thinking with too much emotion. It's in the wrong center. Because usually, like in other words, we feel with our heart, we think with our mind. But right now you're thinking with your heart. And I'm not exactly sure why. You're thinking with your heart. And they keep showing me it over and over, and it's like pulsating. You're thinking with your heart, and it's hurting. It's frustrating. It's going to be irritating too. So this is where like heart versus mind right now. This is the complex that you're dealing with. So what's in your heart right now? Because if your heart's in your third eye, what's in the slot of your heart? And they say root chakra. In other words, you're not grounded. You're not grounded. You're gonna. Okay. So what this means is that you're actually gonna start feeling very, very intensely. And it's not like you're trying to. This is just kind of like your natural ability. Karen, yeah, there's not a donation link per se, but the donation links that I have are PayPal, Venmo, and CashApp. They're going to be found in the description box above, okay? So with you, Monique, you're trying to honor yourself. You really are. But it's like you're doing it like in the wrong way. I don't know. Because all I keep going back to is your heart. Like your heart is missing from here. In other words, it's like you're undergoing your emotions, but you're placing them in the wrong fashion. In other words, you're placing your feelings as fact instead of placing them, well, I feel this way because you're just like, there's no pull. There's a fixation here. You're not. What am I supposed to be seeing? Where's the obstacle? I want to know where the obstacle is. Hold on. They're showing me like images that I can't understand. Because they keep going back to your chakras, and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? How do I word this? Okay. Boom. I should have known that. Okay. So when it comes to you, you are trying to honor yourself because you're just like, this is me. I need to be honored. I need to be respected. But you're realizing that the wound that you are trying to face is an old wound. Okay. And it's kind of like punishing others for something else someone else did. Because one person did not respect you, now you're demanding respect from everyone else that comes into your life. And you're doing it very harshly. And people are not going to understand what you're talking about because they're just like, yeah, I respect you. So what are you talking about? And you're just like, no, you're not understanding me. You can't see me. You can't reach me because you're taking feelings as fact, but it's not that, honey. This is where you have to like kind of go into yourself and be like, okay, why am I demanding this? This is where you have to put like your heart back in your heart's place so you can be more at peace with yourself. So you can be at more peace with allowing people to really, really understand you instead of like trying to shut them out because you're just like, no, this is how it is. But you're not allowing people to understand. It's just like, look, hear my words. I would try to explain it to you, but I'm not going to be able to. So it's not allowing a lot of people to understand where you're coming from here. And this is where you're trying to be, like I said, you're trying to be respected because you're just like, no, I'm supposed to have a lot of pride. I'm supposed to have a lot of pride, but you're holding on to the past very, very hard. And like I said, you're keeping it very, very close. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull like one clarity card here to see exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And they're saying be more passionate. Like, be more, how do you say, open. They're saying try to reach people on the common ground that they can understand. Because you're too far back, because you're too far into yourself due to, demand and fear that they will not respect you. That you have to bring yourself forward and be like, look, let me listen to you so that, how do they say this? There are rules of engagement here. There are, how do they say, like healthy fighting rules? In other words, don't stonewall, be open and listening, walk away if it gets too heated. And these are principles that you actually have to go like with a lot of discussions and conversations that you have with other people, even if it has nothing to do with actual fighting. And it's just because you're afraid to let down the wall. Like you really are. Because like I said, you don't know how to separate your heart from your mind right now. Okay, so you're going to have to work on that. All right, so Monique, good luck. Love and light to you. Next is going to be Brittany. Oh, Brittany, I don't know if you answered me. Hopefully you're still here. Brittany. Okay, you said spirit message? Okay, perfect. Okay, remember guys, I'm going in order of the donations first because they take priority, and then I'm going to go back and do the free ones. Okay, so spirit message, spirit. Okay, quite honestly, I want to go ahead and throw some dice down for you, honey. I think dice is where it's at when it comes to a spirit message. And these are the typical D&D dice. It's a full set. If I can get them out because they're brand new. And I thought they were very pretty. So they look very rustic. Okay. Like I said, there's, what is there, like 7? Okay. There's like 4 more. Okay, but this is how I'm going to be giving your spirit message, okay? And so, what am I supposed to be seeing? What am I supposed to be thinking? What am I just supposed to be saying? So you, overall energy, 20. I know you don't know what that means, honey, but this is kind of how it goes. One, it goes right here. You have a lot of 1 energy. You really do have a lot of 1 energy. This is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read here. Your message is going to, basically, your overall general messages is going to be that 20 here. So let's go ahead and start with your first number 1. So when it comes to this one in particular, they're saying that you're going to be stranded. You're going to be stranded for a while. This is solo energy. In other words, you're going to feel like no one's really in your corner. This is where you're going to try to thrive your hardest, but it's going to be very frustrating because it feels like I don't know who my support is. And they literally do show me like you walking forward, like in a hallway. But I can't see behind you. And it's just like you don't know who's behind you. And this is going to be like all about not believing. I don't know. I don't think you fully believe, hon. I really don't feel like you fully believe in the spirits and what they're capable of. Like their abilities of what their powers. I don't know. It's like what they have, what they're capable of doing. So with your next one, this is going to be your future. And it's also another 1. I don't know if you want me to show you here, but whenever I feel this one, it's just like you are going to be given the opportunity to see for yourself by going back. But this one's fun. I don't know. This one feels very, very fun. Because your first one is going to be how you viewed your life going forward. Like growing up, you just feel like, no one's behind you. You don't feel like anybody pushing you because they've always been pulling you forward. That's why no one's behind you. So with that being said, understand that, yes, you are being guided. By all means, you are definitely being guided. And you're going to witness that. Sorry, like the window is like right in front of me and my boyfriend's being silly. He's making faces at me. So whenever I see the second one, they're going to be like, look, and they're going to bring you back into your moments of desperation. And they're going to be like, you see, it should have gone way south, but we saved you here. And then they're going to, and this is reminders. It really does feel like reminders. And you're going to be like, oh, okay, wow, I was being watched over. And then your next one is going to be a 4. 4 is you're actually going to start feeling the energy. And they're showing you how you're going to continuously be saved. Because you have been giving blessings. That's weird. Blessings. Anyway. And they're saying, look, we will continue to give them to you because we're going to remind you of what we're capable of. And you're going to see it. And it comes in the form of like blue energy. I don't know. It comes in the form of blue energy. I don't know. I don't know. It feels very calming, very fun, very vibrant. And then we go to your next one. Next one again is number 1. On this one, though, you're going to start questioning what is more important, yourself or others. And they're asking you to always remember that self-love is going to be very important. Because if you're unable to give yourself self-love, then you can't experience or embrace this blue energy for what it is. And whenever you can't experience it for what it is, then you lose the ability to connect. And it's going to be connect with others, but it's also connect with yourself to connect with them. Because they keep saying, we hear you. I hear you. In other words, this is your guide team, and they're not behind you. They're not behind you. They're in front of you, trying to show you exactly what to do. And right now they're asking you, don't take the road less traveled. Take the common path. Because it's safer. And obviously this is going to be something that you're going to deal with within like the next month or two. And they're asking you not to make things difficult. Take the easy road. Like, take the easy road because it's going to be what's best for you. And that's where you're left with your end journey. Your end journey is a 0, which means think of it as like the full card. It's a new beginning. It's a restart. And it's very loving. I don't know. Because whenever you restart, you can literally shake off all your anxieties, all your insecurities, and know that because of this restart, you'll have everything you're needing. And they're saying we will lead you with advice. We will give you the advice you're needing for success. In other words, to gain that sense of security that you've been wanting for years. Because we are devoted to you. I do see a grandmother energy here. I see man. I don't know how old, maybe 40s. Man in 40s. Blue jeans. For some reason, flip-flops. And I can't see this other individual because they don't want to show themselves. But to me, this is going to be your main guide team. Okay? So, love and light to you, dear. Let's see who is next. Okay, that was Brittany. Next is going to be Amanda Edmond, then Brian, then Karen, then Amanda Reed. Okay? So, Amanda Edmond. Where are you, hon? Okay, so Amanda Chanel, I'm guessing this is you because you're the only one that was Amanda from a while back. And it says here too, because that's around the same time frame that I did get payment. Myra. There we go. Monique, Brittany. Yeah. 10:55, and that was at 11:03. Yeah. Okay. So Amanda, yes, I did get your payment. I don't see. Okay. So Yuhan, I'm looking for your question here. I don't see it, and it wasn't in my PayPal because I know sometimes you guys can leave. All right, Amanda, where are you? Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to go down. I did have to go down. Amanda Reed. No, trust me, Amanda Reed, I remember you. You're goofy. You're fun. I love your no BS energy. Like, trust me, I even watched your lives. Like, trust me, I remember you. All right, hun. So it looks like you're going to be last on my donation list. As far as I know, I do have to check my other ones. 1118. Yeah, so it's going to be Amanda and then what? Valdemir. Actually, you're going to be my last one. Okay, so all right, Amanda, you're saying relationship. I love relationship readings. I love relationship readings. I feel like I haven't done them in forever. All right, so general energy. General energy. How do you? No. Present energy when it comes to relationships. Future. That came out very easily. That came out very, very easily. Ooh, this is interesting. Interesting. All right, honey. I'm going to tell you something. And I need you to have an open mind, okay? Because whenever I got your general energy and then I got the present energy, which has everything to do with like the time of now up to like 3 months, that's present energy for me. And then future energy is just like who's coming in. Okay. Like no joke, the first thing I was shown was you need to have fun. Okay? Because right now if you feel like you're missing out on relationships right now, but they're like, no, it's time to explore. It's time to have fun. Okay. It's time to like vibrate in that energy of, okay, I'm going to do me. I'm okay with doing me. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to get my independent nature of free spirited. Okay. It's kind of like having that gypsy soul. Okay. Travel, experience, see people, meet people. Okay. This is not going to be the time for you to be tied down because it just feels like anywhere between here and the next 8 months, ain't nobody supposed to be coming. Okay. And it feels like even if they do come, it's going to be very, very temporary because you're like your potential, your Prince Charming is not supposed to come before that time period. Okay. And it's just because you're supposed to get out of this energy of, okay, I want to be loved. I want to be nurtured. I want to grow. I want to you want to be responsible? What does that mean to you? I don't know, like literally that's what they said. They're just like, I want to be responsible. So this is going to be like your thought process. Why do you have so much expectations on yourself, huh? Because like I'm reading into you and it's just like, I got to do the right thing, you know? It's the time. It's time to do the right thing. But quite honestly, when I read your energy, it just partnership does not feel like it's supposed to be in the cards for you right now. Making friends and a lot of friends is networking, getting out of your norm. So if you're like stuck in the same city, you know, go to a busy city, go to a bar, go sing karaoke, meet people, because that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. Okay. And I realized, yes, I'm supposed to be doing a relationship reading, but right now for the next 8 months, it feels a solid blockage of no, it's not supposed to happen during this time. And if you try to force anything, it just feels like a whole tower of cards where, you know, one gust of wind goes, blows everything away. Okay. And that's how crippling it will be. And they're saying you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to settle down yet. Okay. So give yourself some time, have fun. All right. And I'm telling you, take this the best way possible because it's supposed to be really good. They said that you haven't had enough fun in your life. Then they really do keep saying that. Have fun over and over. And it's like stuck on repeat. It's horrible. All right, so love and light to you, Amanda. Now it is going to be Brian. All right, Brian, you said reading. Honey, you got a question for me? Okay, you said general. All right, I got you, hon. I got you. Okay, so it's going to be Brian, Karen, Amanda Reed, and someone on my PayPal. Vladimir. Okay, so Brian. Okay, Brian, I'm having difficulty with your energy right now. Like, I tried to have these cards under control. I did. But for some odd reason, they're messing up in my hands. Usually, that's a sign that, hey, your energy is everywhere all at once. And right now, I'm looking at it. And it's funny because I feel like the energy of your chakras is just going everywhere. Like, boom, bam, 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 bam. It's like as soon as you get one into placement, another one like zooms around, and it kind of looks like a pinball table. You know how like the ball just like zooms everywhere and then like falls down because of gravity. And of course, you're hitting it with those little poquitos of doop, 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 doop. Yeah, that's your energy. It just pings everywhere. Hon, why haven't you been centered? Why are you not being able to be centered? Huh? What are you worried about? What are you trying to detach from? Because it feels like as soon as you try to center yourself, you're afraid of something else going wrong. And that's why you got to continuously move. You're trying to continuously like be ahead of the game, so to speak. Like, and that's all I keep hearing is preparedness. Prepared. Why are you in fear though? I don't understand that. Because you're just like, if I don't keep moving, then I'm going to stay still. So therefore, I'm going to do everything possible to keep a steady hand on my future going forward. Okay, honey. I'm going to tell you, it's okay to breathe. Like, seriously, it is okay to breathe. You're not going to be a stick in the mud. It says, I'm between moving to New Mexico or staying in Arizona. You know what? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you something, Brian. You're asking me, basically what you just asked me, hey, what happens if I move to New Mexico? What happens if I stay here? I'm going to tell you, okay? Which deck am I going to tell you with? Actually, this one, okay? So that's why you scrambling. Okay. All right, give me Brian's energy. Ta-da! What's the energy of moving to New Mexico? What's the energy of staying in Arizona? Okay. So they say if you go to New Mexico, yeah, you're gonna feel alone, but you're gonna have a lot more to do. You're just gonna hate it. This has to do with more of like getting away. In other words, the new is gonna frighten you. Okay, it's gonna be kind of claustrophobic, and it's just gonna be like you, yourself, and I. And you're claustrophobic because you're dealing with too much of you all at once. All right, if you stay there where you are in Arizona, do you understand you're going to be limiting yourself? It's not as fulfilling of an energy because it's going to be minus the experience. The might of coulda, woulda, shoulda. And there's literally saying coulda, woulda, shoulda. And you're going to feel defeated. You're going to feel like, oh, I'm stuck. So staying in Arizona, that's exactly how you're going to be feeling, even going forward. Stuck. If you go to New Mexico, what does it have to offer you? You're not even going to look at it that way. Honey, you are creating too many fixations. Okay? Because they're saying here, if you stay where you are, you're going to be fixated on, okay, I'm lacking opportunity. Okay? I am going to self-medicate in yourself and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. You're fighting yourself a lot But even they say career-wise, they're just like, yeah, everything's so unknown. But if you go to New Mexico, you're still beating yourself up because you're just like, look, there's a venture, the new adventure. There's still going to be lack of opportunity because it's not going to be as flexible. For some reason, Arizona serves as more flexibility than New Mexico, but New Mexico doesn't lack opportunity. It lacks flexibility of opportunity. I don't know what that means. Maybe here in Arizona, wherever you're doing for work-wise, you have better hours. I don't know. But in New Mexico, you're going to have to like stick to certain hours that you're not going to like. Like with whatever job is over there. I don't know. It's just, you're not exactly going to like it either. What happens in the long run? Long run? Okay. So, you go to New Mexico, right? You go to New Mexico. Yeah, you're going to be limited on a lot of things, especially career, especially finances. It just feels like limited. Okay. But as soon as it just feels like a probational period. Like seriously. And I think this is like the readjusting period of like, oh, okay, I can finally breathe. I can finally do stuff. Okay. But if you were to ask me, like I said, inside, you're not going to feel so great going to New Mexico. Like, but this is a battle within you. However, when it comes to growing, when it comes to thriving, they do show me that you'll be able to overcome challenges better than if you were to stay. But you're always, I don't know, it's just like you're always going to miss Arizona. You're always going to want to go back because you're always going to feel like you're not making the right move or you didn't make the right move. So like I said, this is where you have to really, really make a decision and stick with it. If you do not stick with it, then you're going to be in that mode of coulda, woulda, shoulda. And it feels like you're going to be in coulda, woulda, shoulda, like regardless of what you choose. Because Mexico just feels like you just got to get used to it and give it a chance. But you don't want to because you're overthinking. All right. So, Brian, make a decision, hon. Can't have this back and forth energy going on. You're going to drive yourself nuts. All right. So, Karen, you're next. Blessings. Oh, you're so sweet. Now I got to find your comment. Karen. Okay, I see where you said you've donated. Now I got to find your question. Karen. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, honey. So you want a relationship reading. Here on my platform, you actually have to tell me your relationship status before I can actually read for you, okay? Because sometimes they give me this iffy energy of, hey, you're in a relationship with two people, and it's just because you're in a relationship with one person and you're thinking about another one. And it's kind of confusing to me sometimes. So that's why you just give me your relationship status. Even if you tell me it's complicated, I'd rather have that idea of status report so I know what I'm feeling, so I know what I'm seeing. So just give me your relationship status and we'll actually get on from there. All right. In the meantime, though, Amanda Reed, I'm going to go ahead and go for you because I am waiting for Karen's. Says, I love reading general, please. Okay. So, Amanda Reed, who are you? What are you? I'm asking them which deck to pull for you, by the way, because sometimes, I don't know, they like different decks. And I'm trying to match your energy. It's just like, hey, if I can match your energy, it works. It works. And right now, you're very flowery. But I also feel like I want to stomp on the flowers. It's so confusing. Why is that? Are you feeling intentionally bitter and petty? Like, Amanda Reed, come on, girl. Like, why am I feeling petty right now? Like, why? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why am I feeling petty? And I feel real petty too. It's like, oh, pretty flowers. Okay, let me stomp on them. All right. So let's see what they have for you. I'm gonna go ahead and go to your comment real quickly. There you go. End of read. Don't worry, Karen. You're gonna be up next. Like you will. Like you will. Trust me. I got you, hon. I got you. Amanda. What am I supposed to be seeing? I say 5. What kind of 5 am I looking at? They say 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 is supposed to be 4. 4, 6. Okay, so this is dealing with someone else though. This is definitely dealing with someone else. Ooh, this is dealing with someone else. Ooh, this is a person. This person. Because they said 5 is 4 and 4 needs to become 6, which means 5 means 5 is change. 5 is very, very dramatic change. And usually I see it as good, but right now it's red. And red is petty. Red is bitter. Red is anger. Red is go fuck yourself kind of thing. And that's the energy I'm getting from you, honey. Oh, man. Who are you telling off? Hey, you want to see something? You want to see something real quick? So I was like flipping cards, right? Here I was flipping cards. One of the cards I got for you is 5 of Voices. Holy shit. I'm telling you. Man, I'm getting an earful. I literally do feel like you're cussing me out. Holy shit. Okay, Amanda, you're going to have to simmer down, okay, honey? Chill out. Whoo. Like, really, really, whoo. Because I'm in the energy of, okay, first of all, female, first of all, Luna, this is me. You're going to deal with what I have to say because in no way, no how, no shape, no form are you going to disrespect me. Are you going to put me down or are you going to take a disadvantage of me? Okay? And this is you. You're just like, look, I'm well in my power. You're like, I'm well in my powerhouse. And you trying to turn things around is not going to work for me. Okay, because here I got you. You're just like, you're trying to take me for a fool. Like you really are. You think I'm lesser than what I am? No, I fucking am not. Okay. Oh, this is your energy. Fuck. And it's funny because this is you. You're just like, I'm fucking queen. Okay. I'm fucking queen. You're going to see me as less. Go fuck yourself. Okay. And this is where you're just like, no. Justice card, honey. Justice. You already fucking know what that means. And you're going to fight. And this is not something that you really, really wanted to do or you didn't want to like let go like this. But guess what? Because you are very knowing in what you're capable of. And because you are knowing what your worth is, honey, guess what? Blessing, blessing, blessing. You did not lose shit. Holy fuck. In fact, not only did you not lose shit, you are going to gain more. Like, no fucking way. Like, your future is going to be pissed off and successful. That's your future going forward is pissed off and successful. And I don't know whether it's because you're also another person trying to use all that pissed offness as fuel to be successful, but you will be successful. There's no if, there's no ands, there's no buts about it. Like I already see where you're leading. Right now, they're serving me with like the Ace of Pentacles, the King of fucking Pentacles. Like that is who you are dealing with. That's your future. So don't think that you have ever done wrong because I don't see wrong here. I just see, hey, I was fair. And this is where like they're serving me like a Libra sign, which is again that justice. They're just like, I was being fair. And it just feels like I'm gonna be pissed off, I'm gonna be angry for a while. But it's okay. It is okay. It's fucking okay. So your advice right now, I this is weird. Your advice is not to step off that pedestal, but instead make yourself more comfortable. Man, because they literally want me to like get up, like, oh, like this is me. This is me. In no way, no how am I gonna look down to the ground and get off, okay? Whew. No, honey. Mm-mm. No. Holy crap. No. You better not get off. Oh, you better not get off. You better not get off. In other words, keep respecting yourself. Keep trusting your intuition. Like, keep on doing it, because the moment you try to get off this pedestal, the moment you try to like allow yourself in a lower energy, in other words, don't get even. Like, allow the success to you, because it's going to be to you. Okay? And you're going to realize that, yes, you are going to walk with red lenses, but you're going to be stomping down mountains. Like, these barriers, like, fuck. Like, whatever obstacles in your way, you're just going to be able to stomp on it. Like, that's it. Like, that is it. Man, I love your future. I mean, it's not peace of mind future, because trust me, in this pissed off energy, you do not have a peace of mind or peace within your heart, but you're going places. Wow. All right, you're going places, honey. You are going places. All right, so Karen, you're next. You're single. And Amanda, I'll read your comments here in a second. Man. Man. Amanda, you can manifest quite a bit. You can. All right. Karen, single. All right, Karen, honey, I realize you just said you're single, but this is what I was afraid of, because they're showing old flame is more of a rival to you than a savior. What this means is that there's an ex, either in your surroundings, on your mind, your heart, regardless, they are there, they are existing, and they're creating disruption within you. And no. This individual thinks that they are king upon kings. This individual is like a narcissist. They are arrogant, they are selfish, but they think that they can always reel you back in. That they can play with your heart, they can play with your emotions, because if you do not do what they say, guess what? They're going to gaslight you. Like, that's exactly what it says. They will gaslight you over and over and over and over. And you are a very, very caring individual. Like, you're too fucking caring, honey. It's like Karen the caring. Honey, you care a lot. You have a heart, and you don't quite make the right calls of judgment. Because anytime I go into your field, it's like, I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. You're just like, I just can't understand people being anything differently than what I am. You're just like, I'm caring. I kind of expect everybody to be just as caring. Holy fuck. And you're just like, but I love people. Like, I love all people. I just hate them. Because they disappoint you, because they're assholes. They're... and it frustrates you so much. You're just like, look, I see you human to human. I see you person to person. And my person inside of me is trying to reach the person in you, you know? Like, I'm going to give you all that I can. And I'm really, really hoping to get that kind of concern, that consideration, that level of action back. Maybe just even a little bit. And then you start lowering your expectations. Because for one, you're expecting equal exchange. All right. You're just like, a dice for a dice. Okay. And then it becomes, okay, because I give you a gallon of milk, maybe you can just give me a quarter back. No? Okay. No, you can't give me, a quarter gallon back. Okay, that's fine. What about a cup of milk back? And that's the energy exchange. And then you keep lowering and lowering and lowering and lowering and lowering it, and then bam, you're actually expecting just an ounce back. No, honey. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. No infinity. Okay? Like, you don't understand. Like, I connect to you, and holy crap, I want to treat you like my little sister. Like, I literally do. So I can lead you the way, so that you're no longer led astray. I know, little poetry there. Don't mean to do it, but it's what's coming out. And it's because you're actually so grateful and thankful for those that are actually willing to give, actually willing to be about what they say they're about. So like me, I'm gonna tell you straight up, hey, I am the bitch that cares. I am tough loving. But guess what? I am still loving. And I am not ever going to lead you astray, because I want the best for you. And you're going to realize that there are actually more people like me than there are fucking assholes like this ex that keeps popping up in your life. I don't know. They're there. They're in the way though. And they're going to make more trouble for you than actually help you. Like I said, all they want to do is puppeteer you. No. No. It is your fucking life. Nobody gets to control you or your actions. And that is something that you really need to empower yourself about. Because to me, it just feels like, oh, I have this and this and this and this and this over you. And like I said, they know how to draw on your heartstrings like quite a bit. And they're just like, oh, let's draw some more. No. Have self-respect. Have some discipline. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to know that people know your weaknesses. But don't allow them to have that power and control. Because even me, I have weaknesses, but no one will ever use them against me because I won't allow them to have that power. So this is where I go into the second part of your reading, which is don't allow them to dictate your next partner. There's actually someone coming for you, relationship wise, potentially wise, but you're not going to be ready for them yet. So they're not going to come and be that partner for you for at least, I want to say 6 months. You're going to meet someone new. They're going to make you feel like, that typical schoolgirl kind of thing. And they're going to make you feel beautiful. And it feels like beautiful in a way that you have not felt in forever. Okay? So please be patient, but also be assertive when dealing with others, especially this fucking ex. I don't know who the hell he is, but it just feels like I want to knock him out because of what he's done to you. What he continues to try to do to you whenever he's bored and not feeling so masculine. I don't know. It feels like dick move. How do they say? Little dick energy? Yeah, trust me. He has it all day long. Okay? So, love and light to you, dear. All right. And then Vladimir was next. Okay. Right? Yep. That's exactly who I have. All right, honey. Let me scroll up, find you. Kind of what kind of reading did you ask for? Okay, you said that you donated. At least I see that message from you. I just need to know what you wanted. So I'm hoping you put it in the top of these comments. If not, please ask your question or the type of reading you're wanting below, hun, and I will get to you. In the meantime, I'm still going to scroll the comments real quick for your name. But I don't see you here. Have a general. Okay. Haha, found ya. Just kidding. I found you. You're totally here. Okay, hun. Hopefully you're here. I got you. I got you. Okay, so general. General. Energy cards. They are saying energy. Oh, you're getting mean. A whole bunch of decks. Energy cards, guys. So energy is all intuition, just pretty cards in my hand that make me feel quite energetic. So I call them energy cards. Whoa. And that's what happens. Vladimir. Okay. All right, honey. Vladimir. To me, this is present energy. So present energy is kind of be like that full energy. This one just says like new beginnings, but it's in the reverse. That's hold on. Because they're showing me an image of a man who's talking to me and I can't hear them. I don't know why he's talking to me though. Who is this man? Who is this man? Feels very, very light-skinned man. But he's talking to me. Why is he talking to me? He's trying to give me directions. He's trying to give me directions. What are you trying to give me directions to? Accuracy. What does that mean? What does that mean? To know. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say what I've been seeing up to here. So this is going to be your general energy. It just means that you're going to feel a lot of stagnant, that you've been asking for answers, but it feels like answers from like above, from your guides kind of speak. And this man I keep seeing is trying to give you direction. He has a divine lighting because I keep seeing him connected through like the stars. So you're going to realize that the best time to get clarification for yourself from your guides is going to be at night or even during the dawn, that you can still see stars. And that's exactly what you have to meditate on. You have to focus on, because what they're trying to do is show you a whole new light. And it's going to be as simple as starting new. And they don't mean start over. It doesn't mean start over in life. It doesn't mean start over in career or family or friends. It doesn't mean start a new project. What it means, start, to me, it feels like start again. In other words, this is something that you have already tried doing. You've already tried connecting. But they're saying do it again and do it better. In other words, don't half-ass it. Completely believe in what you're doing, because right now they're trying to give you a blessing. And this man who I keep seeing like over and over, he's talking. In other words, this also means that you're going to be hearing buzzing of the ear, or even words, or even people speaking your name. Well, actually, it's not just anything. It feels like a man speaking your name. And he's calling out to you because he's like, look, what you're doing is correct, but you have to go do it better. I don't know. He keeps saying doing better. Because what you're not doing, what you're not realizing is that they are trying to give you clairvoyance. Whenever you're given this clairvoyance, they are going to be able to speak to you, through you, for you, and lead you to a path that will increase your financial stability. But it requires like the step-by-step guide. And it's interesting because they're saying you have clairvoyance, honey. Like over and over, they keep saying you have clairvoyance. Why aren't you using it? And it's weird because they're just like, do it better. Do it better, better, better. In other words, you're not doing it wrong. You're just stuck only because you think you're stuck. Because I look at you and I look at your energy. Your energy is not stuck. I even see the placement in your life that you're in. You're not stuck. You're not at a dead end. You're not at a crossroads. You think you're at a crossroads, but you are not. You're just stuck. But it's here that you're stuck. You're not seeing where you are in the circle. You're not seeing the importance that you are bringing. No, you're not stuck. You're not stuck because you can move. You can move around. You can see, honey. Why can't you see? Why? Calm. Be calm. They say you need to be calm. Meditate. Look. Because the answer is right there in front of you. It's weird. It's just like, as much as you want to know what 2 + 2 is, we've already given you the answer. Like, we have over and over and over. So I know that you just said, hey, I feel flustered. No. Okay, breathe. Okay, breathe. Because what they're showing me is that, see, I know you keep saying that you're stuck because I go into your energy and I actually do feel stuck. I'm like, man, I can't move. I can't see. I can't do anything. Like, what's going on here? Because it just feels like I'm getting like, how do you say, more clustered together, that I'm getting like more pinned within myself kind of thing. It's like being claustrophobic and you're in a very, very tight space. This is just how you feel. This is not the reality. Because the reality is that you are incredibly gifted and they're trying to move you forward like a little pawn piece, but you're not a pawn. You think you're a pawn, but you're not. You're more like a rook or the knight, you can move a whole lot faster. You can, I don't know, you can move and it feels airy. It feels freeing because once you're able to open up, that's exactly what it's going to be. And it's going to be so weird because everything that you are doing now is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, except better. And I don't get this because they keep saying, do better, do better, do better, do better. And trust me, I understand your frustratedness, okay? Like, trust me, I do, honey. But they're also showing me what you're doing wrong and you're just not doing it better. You're not doing it. To me, it feels like a mind lock. Okay? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to balance center ground and close off. Whenever that happens, you're going to be able to unlock your mind, have that clairvoyance come through, and then boom, bam, and it's going to start off as a headache. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be painful. And it's because they are trying to connect to you in here. Like they're trying to connect to you in here, in your ears. Like, I don't know, to me, my right ear hurts. So that actually might be your receiving ear, where my receiving ear is my left ear. Like, you're not far from what you're doing. Because the next big step after this, after your clairvoyance, is you're given the messages. And once you're given the messages, you're going to know what to do, what to say. But upon doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, there's financial gain. Like, to me, it's enlightenment, it's financial gain, it's empowerment. But you're not going to like your own empowerment. It's kind of weird because you're just going to be like, I should not be feeling this way. You're just like, no. In other words, you're not going to want to feel yourself too much, okay? You're not going to want to get an ego about it because you're just like, there's no way, no how that I'm doing exactly all of this. There's no way, no how this is real. This is no way, no how that I am understanding the messages that are coming through. And I'm telling you right here, right now, you're doing everything correct. Just do it better. Unlock your mind. In other words, do not think. Allow it to come through you. And you're saying the buzzing. Hello, honey. That's part 1. That is part 1. You go into that buzzing. Allow it to hurt. Because that's exactly what happens. Like sometimes your eyes will start hurting, your head will start hurting. But as soon as you're like dealing with that pain and you're going deeper and deeper so it can hurt some more, bam, it opens. And then you'll get complete, how do you say it? Connection. It's finally that wireless fucking connection that you have been going for. And in turn, they're going to start gravitating. They're going to start moving you. Like I said, it's going to feel like you're a pawn piece, but you're not. You're way more valuable than just a pawn piece. And you don't understand that. You're not going to realize it. You're not going to see it until quite some time has passed. All right? That is a promise. That is. And here, like in 2 years, like and follow me. So in 2 years from now, you can come back and be like, Luna, you told me so. Like, I love to hear that, guys. Luna, you told me so. I cannot wait. But still, let go, hun. Let go. Like, it feels like you're trying too much with your mind and not being open enough in here, okay? When that happens, they're trying to bless you. They're trying to make you see, hear, listen, know. Like I said, you have clairvoyance. Trust me, you do. I read you and I'm like, ooh, he already know. Like, you already know that. Ooh, you already know. So here in the future, let me know when you open that up. And I'll ask you for a reading, okay? Love and light to you, dear. All right, so let's see who's next. If there is anyone next. What's that say? Okay. I think. Perfect. All right, guys. So this is where we are going to say, how do they say? Roll call. Which means that if you haven't received your free reading yet, or you haven't received a reading tonight, please comment below. Okay? Because on the comment section, many of you have already either gone left or gotten your reading, you know, you're out having fun. Regardless, oh, hold on. Brittany, you just donated again. It says, this is for my boyfriend, Trenton. To be party. Relationship reading. Okay. I see you, hun. I see you. Okay. Remember, guys, if you haven't received a reading, please tell me what kind of reading you're wanting, and I will start back up with y'all, okay? After this relationship reading. Okay, so I did get y'all's. I got you, hun. I got you. Okay, so relationship reading. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move my phone right there. Trenton. Oh, hon. Trenton. Already? Anissa, you're saying, can I do the pendulum? Okay, so quick question. Are you wanting to do yes and no questions, as in you're asking, hey, Luna, I have a yes and no question for you. Can you answer it? Then absolutely. However, if you're asking, hey, can I do pendulum questions for like my followers? Anybody that asks a yes or no question, by all means, practice. I'm okay with people practicing. Okay, Trenton. That's Brittany. Okay, Trenton. Already, I'm seeing that you're not feeling yourself. You're stuck. You're feeling totally burdened. And I'm not saying this because of the relationship. I'm just saying this is where your energy is. I have a yes or no question. Then ask it, honey. Ask it. I will pull a card. I will do the pendulum. Like, go ahead. Go for it. Okay. Like, you are overburdened. Holy crap. You feel like you are chained to everybody. Like you're responsible for everybody and everything, Trenton. Like this is how you feel. You're overwhelmed. Holy crap. And it feels like no matter what you do, you can't even get out of the weight of the burdens. And quite honestly, you cannot. Like, I don't know what has you in this placement, but you are not going to be able to get out. Not anytime soon. They tell me on the upside of 3 months. So in other words, beginning at 4 months from now, you'll be able to get some lightness. In other words, some how do you say, weight lifted off of you. Okay? But until then, it just feels like this whole, how do you say, like graphs, you know how like they can go down slope, and it just feels like you'll go down slope, back up slope to exactly the exact same point you were whenever you started, and then down slope again. And then you keep thinking that, okay, at least we're going up, at least we're going up, we're going up, but you're not going up. You're just at your normal plateau. Because if you were actually going up, you'd go up here, but no, you keep reaching that median. Okay, and this is just kind of like where you are here and where you're going to be in the future. And I do realize, yes, you did ask about relationship. I understand that, but this is what's coming up. And anytime some information comes up, I have to say it. If I don't say it, then I get punished by my spirit team. And guess what? I'm not taking punishment for you. I'm sorry, honey. You're just going to have to deal with the extra shit that I say. Okay? Now, when it comes to this relationship, you're going to feel like there's nothing being built. Again, this has everything to do with the burdens right here. Like, you are not going to be able to create. You're not going to be able to have like a steady home. Okay? And this is going to affect the relationship as a whole. So I don't know what's going on, but for some odd reason, I keep seeing Brittany away. Are y'all having a long distance relationship here? Are you traveling for work, Trenton? I don't know what's going on here, but I keep seeing distance, and they keep saying physical distance. So with that being said, it is going to be put a strain on the relationship, and it's all because you will not be able to materialize a happy home life or a happy home. In other words, there's going to be more going out of the relationship, more going out financially than there is coming in. And that's just how it's going to be for a couple months. So in other words, a lot of this relationship is going to be strained due to the physical reality. Okay? Now, going forward, what can you do? What can she do? Okay. With you, they're saying as long as you keep like putting pedal to the metal on everything. In other words, be action orientated, but not just action orientated, plan ahead. Because even though this is a relationship reading, they're saying this is the advice you need in order to grow, in order to better, in order to stabilize the relationship as a whole completely so that you can actually go into that happily ever after. Okay? Because that's what they want for you. But right now, you're not going to have it. You're overburdened. There's a lot on your heart. There's a lot on your mind. Okay. In other words, a lot of worry. And until you start planning and be like, okay, small victory, small. I know I can't succeed in making all better right here, right now. Small victories will have long-term impact. Okay. In other words, and I don't know what this is, but they keep saying it's physical. So I don't know whether you entered in a lot of debt or you owe a lot, but they keep saying there's no movement. And it has everything to do with like home and finances. Like they keep saying home, finances, and family. And until this is turned around, the relationship is not expected to get better. Okay? In other words, the feeling, the connection, like I don't want to say devotion, but it's like the bonding between you two cannot get better because this is in the way. In other words, your heart, your worry is on what, like staying afloat. Like that's where it's at. So until things are like relieved from you, then that's when the relationship can actually be worked on. It can grow from there. But until then, trust me, it's like you've already hit your plateau and you'll either go down or back to your plateau. Okay. Now, with Brittany, what can she do to get better? Get some introspective. Be a hermit for a little bit. In other words, and this is interesting because I asked you before, hey, where is Brittany in this? Because I keep feeling her away. Like, I don't know, I keep feeling her away. Well, they're asking her to work alone, but to thrive. In other words, try new things. And I don't know whether that, to me, it feels like change of pace. So that could be changing routine, changing habits, changing jobs. But change is going to be necessary in order to actually grow the relationship. Okay? Now, where does the future have you to within like the next 3 months? 3 months? The next 3 months, like I said, you're not going to be emotionally just. Like, you're not going to feel like you're doing enough. Okay? Trent, that's just how you are. You're just not going to be satisfied with yourself. You're not going to be satisfied with how things are because, like I said, you're still under a lot of stress. You're still under a lot of burden. So no matter what Brittany's doing, it's not going to make you feel satisfied. It's just not. Because, again, you have a lot of responsibility to let go of or get out under from. Yeah, those are better words. Okay, Brittany is going to feel, I want to say insecure, because you're not going to be able to help much. Because you're going to close off emotionally from her, and she's going to feel that. You will close off emotionally because you don't know what else to do. Because you're going to try to be focused. You're going to be needing to be driven. But like I said, that requires you to turn off emotion so you can pinpoint on how to get a better future. Brittany, like I said, is going to immediately feel this drawback and feel betrayed. So again, this is where what you guys have to do is become more understanding of what is happening. Okay? Do you realize this is a very temporary situation? And yes, even though it's going to last for months, it is still a temporary situation. It has a lot of potential to get better for y'all to grow as a couple. But that requires that you both have to work independently for a little bit, that y'all are going to feel detached for a little bit. But as soon as that happens, things will get better, but only slightly at a time. So this is going to be a patience issue. Okay? So with that being said, please take the advice at hand. Okay? All right. Love and light to you guys. All right. Next. Okay. So next is going to be Charlene. Charlene. Which one? Oracle Tarot. So it's going to be Oracle. Okay. I'm asking them what type of reading they give you. They're saying Oracle cards. So I'm going to give you Oracle. What am I supposed to be seeing right now? What am I supposed to be seeing? Why are you doing this, honey? Why are you doing this? All right. So I'm just going to show you what the cards are. That's your general energy, okay? This is what you're dealing with, okay? But when I read it, it kind of says this. General energy. It's like like the best way to put it is taking your own time for granted. Because what they're showing me is that you're allowing energy to flow out of you instead of embracing it. You're allowing it to, like, in other words, like the energy around you. It's like the energy around you, you're allowing it to dictate you and how you feel and how you think. Because one thing that they keep showing me is that you're an empath. In other words, you're going to actually take in the energy around you, which kind of makes sense. Like if someone's feeling happy, guess what? You're going to feel happy. If someone's feeling distraught, even if it's a stranger, guess what? You're going to start feeling distraught. So it's like the weight of the world is on you. And so you're going to be ultra sensitive to that. But what you have to realize is that in this wasteland of sporadic energy, there's a way to find your center. And this is to shield, to be one of the strongest elements, which is interesting how they brought me the triangle, because it's just like you're not using your own power and grace to fulfill or even protect yourself. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I heard somewhere that the triangle is actually one of the strongest shapes in nature. It is a powerful force. It can be as destructive as it can be magnificent. Okay? And where you're supposed to thrive is encountering everything that is coming at you, even changing it. So think of like energy manipulation. Yes, it sounds aggressive. It sounds kind of iffy, but energy manipulation is just another term for manifestation. Okay? And they're saying here, manifest the energy around you. In other words, changing the tone, changing the vibe so that you can not feel so depleted so easily. Okay? That way, you can look ahead and thrive. Because one of the things that they keep showing me as well is that you have a powerful placement for energy manipulation. And the reason why they use energy manipulation versus manifestation is because it's in your immediate area. So let's just say you're at work and you're just like wanting like an increase in money. Okay. You can teach yourself to thrive with that vibration of, hey, I'm worth more. I'm worth more. Therefore, you're manipulating the energy within you and around you so that others can actually see your worth as an individual, see that value. And in turn, that will allow like your desires to come true without needing manifestation to actually take place. Okay? It's kind of like really the same as manifestation, but it's different. Like, trust me, there's a difference. Because manifestation is like saying every day, hey, I am worthy of this. I am this. I want this. I will have this. I will. Versus what you'll be doing, which is like encompassing energy. It's kind of weird, honey. But it's like as soon as you start encompassing the energy that you're in, you'll actually feel more calm. You'll actually start feeling more vibrant. And whenever that happens, you'll actually be building upon your oasis. So instead of feeling like, hey, I can only feel calm in this little spot, I can only feel great or centered in this little spot, whether it be like a pond or a forest or like a park or your backyard, like this one spot, instead of it being that one little spot, it can be everywhere that you are, you know? Because you have a strong pull towards beauty. You have a very, very strong pull. And they're saying remnants in that. Okay? So love and light to you, dear. All right, next. It's actually Rebecca. Okay, so Rebecca, is there someone that is in my house that moves things or general reading? Ta-da-dum. I have no idea where my pendulums went. They're supposed to be in this box. So weird. You know what? Even better. All right, guys. This is a vial with herbs, a powdery. It's called like a blueberry powder. It's for tea. It was made for me. Okay. Can you show me yes, please? Can you show me no? Show me no, please. I know it's kind of hard. Show me no. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So her question is there someone that is in my house that moves things? And that was actually a big yes. Like I wasn't even able to get to the word that moves things, and this pendulum started moving. So yes. Very much yes. Definitely not a dark force. I would have to say teenage boy. I want to say 16, almost 17 would be his age. Okay. So does David still love me? And will we get back together? Have kids of our own? Okay, so I only do one question per person. So does David still have feelings for her? And that was an immediate yes, like immediately. It says relationship reading, please. We're not in a relationship at the moment because of attitude, stubbornness, mostly from his side. In other words, how does he feel about me and will he contact me? All right, that's a whole lot. But I will give you as much as I possibly can. Which is basically what's to be expected. Okay? There's you, him. Are you kidding me? Homeboy thinks he's right on everything. Homeboy thinks he's right on everything. That's funny. All right. So what does the future have for you too? Because you actually want to see you guys as a partnership. Okay? Partners being partners. Okay? So with that being said, do realize homeboy here is not seeing things for what it is. Mostly what he's doing wrong. Okay? And because of that, it's not going to be fitting for a relationship because it's just like coming to a decision that he doesn't want to come to. And therefore, if you both were to enter a relationship right now, you both would be like enemy versus enemy. Okay? Because you are not going to feel that things are fair. He is not going to make things fair. Therefore, it's going to take a freak load of work on both y'all's ends, which means you have to, okay, they're saying petty. In other words, you can't be petty, but you also can't expect certain behaviors from someone just because you're doing those behaviors. In other words, if you're a kind, caring person, you can't expect them to be a kind, caring person just because you are. Okay? Because unless a person is willing to change, wanting to change, there's no change in them. No fight, no humor, no nothing is going to change them unless they want change. And as of right now, homeboy ain't gonna change. He don't want to change. How is he gonna change when he doesn't think that he's doing anything wrong? So I'm asking you to always stick up for yourself and not cater to giving, or having to compromise all the time. Because it just feels like you're gonna lose yourself more and more and more. Okay? All right, so that is your relationship forward and what to expect. So until homeboy changes, gets a new thought mindset, ain't gonna happen. Okay. Okay, so Tanya, you want general. I'm gonna go ahead and go with energy cards because I feel, I don't know, they say past, present, future. So it's gonna be present. Why is that present though? Past, future. Future's 2 cards. It says 2 cards. Okay. Weird. Okay. So past. No, because that's present. That's present. Present, past, future. Present. 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 Is this what she's doing? No. Okay. So, Tanya, what you're going to realize is that you are actually having to be in the element of air. Okay? In other words, sway as if you would sway with air. Okay? If you're being uplifted, be uplifted. If you're going down with a draft, go down with a draft. In other words, be free flowing. Be flexible. Be adaptive to what is happening. Because the more that you try to control, the more you're going to realize that things become chaotic. Okay, because what they're showing me is that whenever you go into air quality, like air elements think with their mind. But they're also quick to rationalize like FU energy. And FU energy means that, hey, I'm going to be respected. I'm going to be aloof and be indifferent. I'm not going to care what happens or what is said about me. I'm just going to free flow. And you're going to realize that this is the best possible thing that you can do. Because whenever you do this, you become so open that you're going to thrive. Okay? And this is actually going to be your future. Like if you can thrive, if you can adapt with the change, trust me, you're going to go places. You're going to get things done. However, if you do not capture that air element and flow, you're going to miss out on periods of joy. You're going to miss out on balancing yourself. You're going to miss out on captivating a newfound growth, a newfound understanding, a newfound belief in which you are supposed to gravitate in. Okay, so they're asking, hey, do not be stubborn, but instead be open to new adventures. Like they say, new adventures. In other words, new habits, new scenery. In other words, don't stick with the same old people that you usually hang out with, or I don't know, because I also feel 7 energy with you, which means you will actually thrive alone more than you would in a crowd. I don't know, you just thrive more alone than you would in a crowd. Okay? So please, please, please try to navigate your life going forward as the Hierophant. And trust me, you would actually love yourself so much more for it. Okay? If you don't know what the Hierophant is, it's going to be one of the major arcana tarot cards. And trust me, it will resonate with you once you capture that energy, okay? So for those of you that have not liked and followed me, please like and follow. And I'm going to go ahead and end this live.